Hello and welcome back to the channel. There's something that I've been really thinking about a lot lately now that I've had a couple of days to really process the happenings that were my last performance, right? So I did do another video on like my struggles that I was facing first, and then the actual performance went well, really well. I literally felt very confident about it, had no mistakes that I could be like, it's live performance, so there's always something that goes a little unpredictably unplanned, but it's not like it's like a catastrophe that you could say is the end of all things, right? But now I'm here at this point where I have this, I have this like, I have this. I'm gonna get my coffee while she does that. Kiki, come here. Look, look, Kiki. Bamboozled. I have this, what would you call it? Framework, diagnostic tool that I use because for me, singing is literally a portal to like self-discovery, right? The whole principles of singing requires at each level for you to have some sort of identity shift in order to be that next level of singer, right? So I have my four levels, right? I'm trying to think of like a creative way to name them because for right now I can just see it and I can identify it. Stay tuned for that, right? So my first level are the people who have always wanted to sing, but either believe for some reason they can't, that they weren't born gifted enough, that they don't have a good voice, that they're not singers, whatever. It tends to come down to a limiting belief of sorts where at this level they haven't actually put in the time to accomplish those goals. They haven't actually owned the fact that they want to be able to sing. They right? The block here is really just a belief, some sort of belief, right? The next stage up becomes the person who is actively working really hard to be able to sing. They do like this when they sing, probably. Or they're in their head as they sing. They have like the singer face, right? You know what I'm talking about. They have that singer face. They tend to have lots of tension in their body. You can physically see them working as they sing because they are actively trying to produce their sound effectively, they're efforting, right? So at this level, they are efforting. And usually it's overcorrecting as well, right? So the first one, they just haven't done anything and they just believe that they're not singers, that it's too late for them to sing. They're not actually putting any effort. That next level up is over efforting because we're overcorrecting, right? That third level is when you finally figured out the groove of it all. And you're actually starting to feel confident in your ability to produce a voice, or at least be primed and a vessel for your voice to just be what it is. At this point, you've done enough trial and error at this stage to realize that you've been over efforting. And so now at this point, you're learning to let go of that overexertion that you've been putting in, right? So here, no effort. Here, over effort. Now here we're finding the nice balance between the two. This top one right here, I can always identify because it's somebody who is actively believing in themselves to the point where now they have these bigger goals. The person here is like happy. They are like, oh, I can sing now. I've accomplished what I wanted to be able to do. And now I just sing, right? The person at this level now is like, wow, I'm a singer. Now, for some reason, I have the desire to be a professional singer. I have the desire to make an album. I have a desire to find a deeper meaning within it, right? There is deeper meaning here, and you start to feel the deeper meaning of singing here, right? At this stage, you're a good singer. You're a great performer, even, right? People are like, wow, you have such a great voice. And here, but still here, you, again, it was, and it's totally cool to finish here and just be done, right? At this level here, there's still more that you're craving beyond knowing how to sing, right? So yeah, at these each ones, it's a different identity that we have to be able to overcome and embody. We have to let go of the identity of this one to get to here, and so on and so forth. So the reason that for me singing is a diagnostic tool is because this applies to everything, right? At this point, you can literally take anything at all. And when you're in the stage, there's always a reason why you can't do something, right? And so all of the skills and the tools and the letting go that you need to do to be able to get here, you need to do that with anything in order to get to this level of anything, right? So once you've learned how in singing, right, singing as the modality for this form of self-discovery, as soon as you're able to figure out your limiting beliefs that tend to show up here for singing, it tends to be the same thing for whatever else that you have, you're at this level for. So it becomes a really helpful diagnostics tool, right? From here, when you're at this level, you start to realize how is it that you tend to over effort in your life, right? So here, once you start to realize what are the unique ways that you yourself tends to over effort, and then it becomes super, super obvious in the other areas of life that you tend to do the same thing, right? When you get to here, now you start to have a level of satisfaction, and you know what it looks like to feel like satiated by an experience, right? At this point, you know depth and meaning, and you can see that in your unique things that you do in your life as well. So that's why for me, learning to sing is not just singing, it's understanding how to do identity shifts, right? To get from here to here, you have to be able to implement systems, effective systems to get from here to here. To get from here to here, you have to be able to learn how to find depth, right? From here to here, you are just doing everything and anything that you can to get out of here, which is 100% valid, right? It's 100% valid. I love these people, right? I love the people that are in between here, right? That at least have, yes, that at least have decided that they don't want to be down here anymore. The second that you've decided, like, that's not going to be me anymore, we then start making our way up. And that is where we start learning how to sing, learning to become whatever it is that we want to become. Does that make sense? Let me know down in the comments. Because for me, at least that's how it's been for me. You know, there's never, at least at my point, this point in my life, I'm almost 30 years old. There are some areas of life where I'm here, and here. And I'm at a place in my life where, for the most part, I would really like to be across the board here and above, right? And at the very, 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 very least, get out of this stage in all the things that I feel I would want to. This is why I do my YouTube videos, even though with the baby right now, I do not have the time to do editing and stuff like that. So I kind of just have to break that limiting belief that the only way that I can be a YouTuber is if I have hours to edit my videos. And the people that are here that are supposed to be with me and resonate with me are going to accept the fact that I'm in this stage of my life where I can't over edit my videos. And so, yeah. What else was I going to say? Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about that. I really will think about it, maybe create a better way to label each different stage, different level of a singer. Yeah, let me know if you want me to go more in depth into each one. Yeah. What else can I say? The ones at this level are the ones that just need like a solid structure, right? From here to here, or just need literally like interval training, that need to know what a warm-up looks like, you know, the foundations of singing. Hold on. People here tend to already have those things, but they are missing the embodiment of those, where they're really overthinking as they do their warm-ups or as they're singing their song. They're like, again, that same like intermediate singer phase where they're just like singing like this, right? And you kind of don't really see expression because they're really thinking about the fact that they want to get the notes out right, you know? You want more? Yeah. And then at our third level, we have those that can sing a song well, and they sing well, and you're just like, wow, they are a very great singer, you know. But it's that top level where there's even more meaning to that, even more depth to that. So yeah. If you need any help with these different stages, I do vocal calibrations. They're this diagnostic tool where I tell you kind of like where you are. I help you create a system to help get you whatever your next goal would be. And yeah, it's again just mostly a diagnostic calibration. I also have a different container that you can apply for down there as well. 3 months where you work together, and yeah, more details on that in the description box, because I cannot focus with these two going a little bit crazy right now. And yeah, again, my name is Michelle. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.